That's already going on. So, in fact, that has increased some of the healthcare premiums that people may pay through health insurance. But previously, as a society, people often between college and until they got a job in which provided health insurance were simply uninsured. So things like that have already taken place. You can't be denied for a pre-existing condition already in place. That's
really important. Really
important. I mean, we all have friends, and we can speak to the examples of people that couldn't get health care because they had a history of prostate cancer or breast cancer, or they would get unilaterally just dropped from a plan because of a pre-existing condition or a condition that had developed.
And before you go on for a second, just to say, we hear those words, but when we're in the actual medical profession and we're talking with people that are going through the heartache of having a condition that they can't be covered for, and the panic that goes through them in this country, or to have a child that might have a disorder that's going to require an incredible amount of medication over a lifetime and being dropped from an insurance company, the heartache and the fear and the angst that goes into that. I think that's why this name is such a great name, the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. That's what this is about. And it's really important to keep that in mind. Is it perfect? Maybe not. Did we need a change? Definitely. Will it be the final? Probably not. But we know that there will be certain good people out there, smart people that like it and appreciate it and work with it. There will be certain people out there that appreciate it but recognize some of the faults and will work diligently to improve on those. And then there will be other people that will try to game the system and make changes around that. And because of that, there's a probable guarantee that this will change. But for now, this is the law. Continue, Michael. Thanks.
Yeah, I think it's a great point though, Glenn, that you bring up. The number one cause of bankruptcy in this country is medical expense, and you can't be dropped now. For example, for having there's no lifetime cap on medical expenses. So of course, as a health plan ourselves, you look at those type of things and you say, well, that increases your costs. If you have people with catastrophic illnesses, and we in the government Medicaid part of this, we don't have lifetime caps, but we absorb those costs historically. But in private insurance, now you've got to pay for that through your insurance plan. Yes, that will increase your costs. And it's easy to criticize stuff like that until you have a catastrophic illness, and you would have otherwise, if not